Number 29, ladies and gentlemen, number 29. It's the date of my birth. It's the number of the player that I am so excited about in recent times. It's a player that I've talked about a lot as well since Club World Cup after watching him live. A truly, truly special player, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Really want to talk about Kai Havertz. It's becoming a trend in this particular channel, and rightly so. He's a player that has truly taken his opportunity since the, I suppose, omission of Romelu Lukaku into the bench. And this is what I've said, whoever gets that opportunity to play up front whilst Lukaku's in the bench needs to look at this as a huge, huge moment in their Chelsea career where they can truly establish themselves as, a permanent fixture in the starting lineup. And Kai Havertz, ladies and gentlemen, has completely taken over this particular position where it's now almost unthinkable to even believe that Lukaku can come back into the starting lineup unless you play, two strikers up front with Lukaku and Havertz. It will be crazy to let go of Havertz now to bring back Lukaku. I know we've invested so much money on Lukaku, and it's crazy to think you're going to have a £100 million player in the bench, but we operate so much better. And we get a lot more out of that number 9 position with Kai Havertz. Before we get into more sort of opinions and whatnot about this particular matter, let's have a look at what Kai Havertz has been saying in social media post that Burnley game. Over here, latest via Chelsea FC Fifth Stand app, Kai Havertz on Chelsea win over Burnley. I'm very pleased. The result is very good for us. I think we needed these goals and also to play with 0 goals for them. Yeah, clean sheet, banged in goals. Perfect scenario. Kai Havertz on Reece James. Reece's goal was brilliant and it helped us a lot to get an early goal, and we are pleased about this result. We're very happy. I think he's a special player for us, a very important player for us. Further goes on to say he's a fullback, but he scores goals, he assists goals. And I think that's very important for us. He's a great character and a great player. Further goes on to say Kai Havertz on Chelsea form. The confidence is there. I think after the loss in the Carabao Cup final, it was a little bit hard to come back, but we showed great character in the FA Cup game. I think the last few weeks, also the last few months, we were good form from us. The first 6 months of the season were kind of a little bit hard, especially the winter time when we had a lot of injured players. So I think we are on a good run again, but we want to continue that and keep on going. It's great to see how balanced and aware Kai Havertz is of the situation. He acknowledges the fact that we haven't been good earlier on in the season, and now we are slowly picking up some form of recent times off the back of that really good performance against Lille. It was a very good performance against Liverpool as well in the Carabao Cup final. Just unlucky we couldn't put those chances away. And also the referee, some of the madness the referee has done. I mean, look at in recent times some of the goals that have been given by VAR, most notably with Liverpool themselves, with Mane's goal, and even today with Mahrez's goal. How Lukaku's goal didn't stand, I'm quite baffled. So, yeah, in recent times, we've definitely come back with some good form. Let's have a look at the last bit of quote from Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, it's always very difficult when you don't score, but of course, these goals help, and I'm happy about this. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit to get some more goals. I always want more and more. Ladies and gentlemen, since Kai Havertz has slotted in as the number 9, the false 9, he's been assisting. He should have got assists against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup as well. Some of those exquisite passing to set up Mason Mount, Pulisic, and so on and so forth. Should have got some assists there. Against Lille, obviously he scored. Probably could have scored another one. And yeah, now against our match yesterday against Burnley, he scored 2 goals. And sure, the entire team didn't have a great first half, but in the second half, bit of tactical change, which allowed for, well, I suppose Reece James opened up the floodgates, and then from there, it all sort of fell into place. And now, moving in for the rest of the season, Kai Havertz, along with a few of the other names in terms of Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Mendy, of course, most notably Reece James now, Kai Havertz is probably one of the first names you're going to put up top. And this poses a big question as to what happens with Romelu Lukaku. And I think now we've got into a situation as well where, with the new owners just around the corner, I don't think Thomas Tuchel is going to be forced to play Romelu Lukaku anymore. I think with the previous, or with the current owners that are looking to move on, I think there was some sense of pressure on Thomas Tuchel that, I've got to play this player because we've, put in so much money to get him. But now at least he can be somewhat relieved that, okay, do you know what? There is a talk about new potential owners coming in and they'll assess the whole situation. Right now, I'm not pressured to play Lukaku. I'm going to play Kai Havertz. The team operates far better, far more fluid up front. It's actually getting the fact of using Kai Havertz up front is not just only good for us as a team. Of course, we look a lot more, operational up front, look a lot more fluid up front. Now Kai Havertz, his own personal, performances have been excellent since the earlier in the season. But on top of that, he's getting the best out of players around him. Pulisic is starting to look very good. Hakim Ziyech has been injured. He was playing very well as well. And now Reece James playing in that sort of right wing position again, back again into our team. He'll get the best out of him. The usage of Kai Havertz up front is having a domino effect on the rest of the team. And then it's great to see. You want a player that's not just good for himself, but also good for the rest of the team where they all flourish as well. So I think Pulisic's recent sort of somewhat consistency in form is probably due to the fact that he's playing with Kai Havertz. The only player that probably needs to wake up is Mason Mount. But then again, Mason probably would be fitted a lot better coming from midfield as opposed to an inside forward. So that's something Thomas Tuchel will probably look into, how to best utilize Mason Mount. I'm pretty sure we'll unlock that. But yeah, Reece James, Kovacic as well. He'll probably enjoy the fact that he's going to have a player like Kai Havertz up front. I know Kovacic was doing well with Lukaku as well, but it's going to be very difficult now. It's going to be extremely difficult for Lukaku to find his way back. And if he is given an opportunity, he has to emulate the kind of work that Kai Havertz has been doing for us, honestly. Dropping deep, linking up play, really good passing, vision. Kai Havertz is not just about goals. He's so concerned about assists and key passes. And it's all the other stuff as well, the work rate. I just don't think we're going to get that. As much as we can sit here and say, yep, Romelu Lukaku needs to look into that and trust, it needs to emulate that. I don't think that's Romelu Lukaku's game. To fit Lukaku, we need to change our game a lot. I think we need to come to a realization that he just won't adapt. It's not that he won't. I think he can't adapt. He's just not that type of a player. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are with Romelu Lukaku. I mean, do you give him another chance up front on the basis that you could somewhat hurt the front three and hurt the, sort of chemistry that the team is building right now with Kai Havertz? Do you continue keeping him in the bench? What happens in the summer? What do we do with Romelu Lukaku? Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. It is a bit of a conundrum, but at the moment, if we keep winning, who cares, right? Who cares? Hopefully you've enjoyed this, ladies and gentlemen. Really enjoying everything about Kai Havertz at the moment. Turning out to be one of my most favorite players of the team. I know I love Hakim Ziyech, but I think I'm starting to love Kai Havertz just as much as well. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time.